Tonight we're going to introduce a new concept of our, it's called rewind. Every once in a while we'll bring back some stars from your favorite shows, movies, and record labels. For instance, everybody out there loves Diff'rent Strokes. There's nobody that doesn't love Diff'rent Strokes. I grew up on it. Even though I was older than them, I felt young. It's a show about single parents, transracial adoption, of course. It's the show that gave us that famous line.
What you talking about, Mike? What you talking about, Adelaide? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Now, we rounded up the original cast of the kids from the show. They're not kids anymore, and they're here. Please welcome Todd Bridges, Dana Plato, and Gary Coleman. Now, I'll tell you, how does it feel to know that y'all affected people? I mean, look about it. This is like, what year? What was the first year?
First year?
It was 1978.
Oh, that's scary.
November?
Yeah.
Or like fall?
And our clothes were 1978 too.
You know what? That was my senior year in college.
Wow.
Was it really?
My senior year in college.
I didn't know you was that old.
Yeah, I was a pre-med student.
That's pretty,
I'm that old.
I didn't know you were that old.
Was not my last year. I had in medical school. I had been in school earlier, and I was working in neurosurgery. That was before comedy.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, he tried to explain his way out of that one, didn't he?
Now, everybody always wanted to know because when you see on-set people and everything, was there ever anything? Because y'all two pretty close in age between
Months.
Did y'all ever have did you ever look at it one time? Because you're on the set, you're working. Did you ever look at it one day like this? Damn, you look kind of nice.
I ain't never said that.
Did you?
Never.
I did. I know you did too. He said it to me.
Times of course.
Did he ever?
Well, I did too.
No, I heard. Wait a minute. Wait. Now.
I mean, don't leave me out.
No, I was saving you for last. I was saving for last.
Oh,
see, this is the little nasty man here.
What you getting ready to do?
This brother here, see.
Are you getting ready to clown?
I'm about to tell folks about you.
We're telling the truth, Gary.
Dana, tell us some stories about this brother.
All right. I love you, man. Okay, God bless you.
All right.
Whenever they say that
I'm
first,
sorry,
they're about to
every female
jam
out
you.
there, do not get into an elevator with Gary Coleman alone. You will lose your body parts, and I'm not kidding. You won't get out of the elevator either until he's done with them. And then he's also got a foot fetish, so whoever likes their feet rubbed, come on down. It feels really great. And he's really
She
cool.
went there, huh?
No, but the elevator was there. He goes, oh, come here. You look like you're a little tense, And before you do it, they're all over. Little stinker.
No, Sinbad, no.
Yeah, don't tell me no.
No, he's a guy, see. It's different.
He understands like how you are.
No. Don't plan on being the guy. I'm the kind of man, when I see a woman, I see her for her mind.
Yeah.
Well, I will be 30 next birthday, and I've learned to see women for their mind, too.
That's the 30. That's wild. 30 years old.
Yeah.
You're gonna be 30 years old.
Yeah.
See, now you need to come out with some products for skin. Because you're 30 years old and you're still looking young like that. Because you don't even have to work.
Well, see,
Black folks will buy it.
Well, see, if I did that, I'd be dead. Because it's in my genetic makeup.
They keep you young.
Yes.
So that keeps you can't even in your face age.
It's not my genetic makeup.
Well, it's not my genetic makeup, brother. My genetic makeup is to get old. Now for you, Tasha, now you lost your hair. But no, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, it ain't like we don't know. I'm not trying to bring up something you didn't know.
But you know how I lost my hair?
How?
See, what happens is when the older you get, the more stressed out you get. And see, before I was stressed, I had an afro. That was, before the 70s and the 80s. And you notice in the 90s when I got stressed out, all my hair was gone.
So that made your hair fall out?
I woke up one morning, I had no hair.
Now, I understand something else might make your hair stress out. We got a little clip here to show you why your hair might have stressed. Can we show that little clip of Sugar Man?
What is it?
I better go before we get in trouble.
I don't mind getting into a little trouble with you.
Look, I have to go. See you tomorrow night, Sugar Man.
Oh, wow. Sugar Man.
Well, you did get to have a lot of fun.
Now, I want to find out. I want to find this out. Janet Jackson. Nobody know at that time, she wasn't like Janet can't talk to a Jackson. Did y'all ever, like, you know, go out, movie, you know? Hey, this can get you some points tonight. I'm talking about this Janet Jackson. This Janet Jackson. This.
You ever see?
I love this Janet Jackson.
Never see. I'm married now. This may get me.
No, we're not talking about now.
Not talking about. Where's your wife? Is your wife here?
My wife's here somewhere.
Where's
your wife here?
Make her stand up. I want to see her.
There she's here.
Your wife here? Where's your wife?
Hey, how are you?
His wife is here. Now, I'm gonna let your wife know you can't use his past against him. So if he breaks down, this is sensitivity. If he breaks down, this can help your relationship.
That's right.
Y'all can't move forward till we know. So did you and Janet ever hang out and go out?
We dated a couple times, a lot actually. Actually, I tell you what, I was the first one. Remember before Thriller came out?
Yes.
It was me and Janet, and we were hanging out with Michael Jackson, with her brother. And Michael was running around their house singing in tubes Thriller. And I didn't know what the song was, but he kept going, and this is Thriller. And I was going, what is he singing? And then, you know, a couple years later, we found out what that was.
You could have stole that tune.
I could have made it.
Todd Bridges could have cut it first. You could be on stage. You could be
doing that move.
You could have done it, man. You could have made money.
I blew it.
Now, I understand, with Dana, I understand the first time you met Todd Bridges, you were going into a class, right?
Well, I met him, we did our, a thing to get the job. We had a little audition together. And then when I really met him, you know, really, I went into school. It was a rehearsal hall, a big room, long room. Just the teacher, just Todd, and I opened the door, and this huge history book comes flying right past my head.
It was history, man. You know, they don't tell black history. That's why I threw the book.
Why didn't you wait till I walked in?
I wanted to hear about black history.
And you threw the book at her.
And then came a white girl. You know I was upset.
And now you're married to one.
Yeah, you see that? You know what? You know how that happened? Let me tell you how that happened.
Sit tight, we'll get that story.
I'll tell you that.
We'll be right back. See? History come back to get you, man. We'll be right back, man. We're back talking to the cast of Diff'rent Strokes. There's Todd Bridges, Dana Plato, Gary Coleman. Y'all, I'm telling you, now you said something, you had a story on Janet?
Oh, yes. You know, she's wonderful, she's lovely, very talented. When she was younger, very shy. Barely could open her mouth.
Quiet.
Or barely look at you in the eye.
Are you serious?
Yes. We all did a show together where we sang, all of us, and Janet was on the show. And just this little... And then I saw her break out with herself. You know.
She broke out. Did she break out?
She's gorgeous. I am like so proud. She is jamming. Now, the girl's got it going on.
We talk about breaking out. I'm not going to say it.
But you would never expect it.
When you did the Playboy, you broke out.
She broke out of the clothes.
You broke out. I must say, you're fine.
Loved it.
God,
oh, gosh.
Now, when you did
really
this, like,
terrific.
that had to been, like, that tripped everybody out.
I thought that was such an honor, you know, to be in Playboy. I thought that was so cool. You know, my agent says to me, Dana, you don't want to do that. You know,
I was honored to buy my first copy.
See, man, see, let me tell you something.
It connects, doesn't it?
See, now, would you get away with it? See, because Gary got that little young look. See, he's 30 years old. Because you look young, women just like this. He was playing? No, he wasn't. You can get away with murder. You know, men could not do what you can do.
Yeah, maybe I
heard he used to pinch you on the butt on the set.
We'd be taking, like, continuity pictures, you know. He'd be pinching me upside my dress, and then he'd be this little demon grin. You know,
so you think he's changed?
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's worse. It's worse because now he has the intellect.
Now he's not out doing that anymore.
See, this brother,
I don't have the strength to try and do all that now.
But you can't walk. Now, you became so famous. You became so big. Could you go I mean, how did you function as a child? Could you go anywhere?
No, but I went anywhere anyway.
Yeah? You have bodyguards or anything like that?
Nah, just my big old dad.
He didn't need
Dad's a big guy?
There's a bodyguard.
He was his own bodyguard, believe me.
Just because he talked so much trash, he probably didn't need
right in the
and
kneecap.
other girls were scared of him anyway, so.
Now,
y'all just messing up my good name.
No, but
I won't go to work in this town no more.
Well, you can join the club then, bro.
You're bad.
It's bad. We can't get a job to save our butts.
That's that laugh that hurts, though, right?
Yeah.
We ain't working.
Well, we are.
Oh, minute now.
We're not working like we should be, but we are working a lot.
The hardest part is because when your child acts in this business and people, the kiss of death is to have a show such a big success because everybody keeps seeing y'all. What do they say? Man, when they see you talking about Willis.
That's all I hear.
They still see the same characters.
That's all I hear over and over again.
I always wondered what possesses people to like, I'll be doing something, like, you know, over there, the bass player, okay? Pop their head through a window and say, look at me, what you talking about? With a whole room of people.
He did that?
What possessed? No,
he did that?
Not him.
I'll jack him up. Did he do that?
No, I just always wanted to know what possessed people to do that. I must hear that 3 or 4 times a day.
You know what happens to you? Because people felt they were part of your life. Matter of fact, we have a cast member. Not one of the main cast members. There was a cast member I used to see, I don't know if it's called a glorified extra. And I saw him on every show. And no one ever knew the cat's name, you know, and we had a chance to have him come out today. We have Abraham.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Abraham. We found him at the motion picture hospital.
Is that where they found him?
He was upside down.
That's probably Abraham's 375.
No, his insurance had expired. This brother hasn't worked either. This brother been trying to work in movies. He can't get a gig.
Well, look at that face.
He can't get a gig. You talking about you got a problem. We had talked to him earlier, but he said, I don't want to be interviewed because my life is peaceful now.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said he didn't want to be bothered. He just living in the bowl. That's all he wants to do.
He living at your house?
Yep. Now I got to know what you guys are up to right now. What are you doing in your life, Gary?
Well, let's see. I shot a film in Canada about a month ago called Dirty Work. And I got a CD-ROM coming out. I understand.
No, wait, a CD-ROM. What kind of, I'm a computer freak.
I know
so
you were all up through some computers.
I got to have it.
About you,
it's called Curse of Monkey Island. It's from LucasArts, and I voiced the character of Kenny Foulmouth. You get to hear me.
Kenny Foulmouth?
Well, he's a little pirate freak dude that sells you all the cannons and stuff.
So you're a freak now, huh?
Well, I think...
I guess Dana's right. It's just the freaks come out at night.
No, wait. Left of freak, not right of freak.
Okay.
This guy's got a big old football-shaped head and a big old jaw.
Oh, okay, that kind of freak.
Yeah.
Not biting people on the back freak.
No.
Okay. I'm just throwing that out there.
Too.
Now, you got a birthday coming up tomorrow, right?
Women gonna be able to talk to me after I leave this
Women
show.
gonna talk to you. You got money. Don't worry about it.
I'm telling you.
Now, you have a birthday, right? I want to say happy birthday early for tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Let's say happy birthday, Dana. And what you got going on, Todd?
I just finished a film actually with Scott Valentine, Marty Cole. It's called The Last Stand. I did one with Corey Feldman called Busted, and one with Soleil Moonfire that she directed, called Lunchtime Specials.
One question for all of you. If you had kids, would you let them go into the business?
No.
I have an answer, really.
Yes.
I would not. I'd wait till I'd say finish school if you want to get involved in plays, whatever, learn what it's all about. But I would not. I would want him to go to school first and learn social skills. My son is 13 and he wants to be in it. And that's cool if you want it as a hobby. But I don't want it to be his life because I want him to have skills to be able to live too.
Okay.
So that's what I was lacking.
But see, but I think you learn how to live has nothing to do with the show business.
I just think
learning how to live is having a good father and a good mother.
No, I understand that. I just think
not just a good mother.
All right.
Both.
Thank you so much. Gary Coleman, Dana Plato, Todd Bridges, sit tight. We'll be right back.